Tonight I'm taking y'all along our bedtime routine. I am a stay-at-home mom of 4 kids ages 7 months, 3 years old, 5 years old, and 11. So I'm excited to share with you guys the reality of my life in the evenings and things that I do every night. Golden things. Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. So today's video is going to be a nighttime routine. We are currently on our way to take the kids to play at Burger King this evening. We're not going to be eating dinner there. We're just going to be having some frozen drinks. They have like frozen Fantas and just having like a snack there, letting the kids play for a little bit. And then we got to run in Walmart. Then when we get back, I'm going to be starting dinner and our bedtime routines and all that. And I'm going to take y'all through our evening and show y'all what our evening routine looks like as a family of 6.
I know that you are having a hard time right now. That everything seems to crumble around you. I know that you feel all alone.
So our evenings typically start with the kiddos playing outside. So today we're going to be trying out our new lean to steer 3-wheeled scooters. The kids were so excited to have these. These are recommended for ages 3 to 8 years old. They have 3 LED light up wheels and they help your kid develop balance and coordination. These scooters are height adjustable, no assembly required. I simply inserted a T-bar. It was so easy, and they're also premium quality up to 110 pounds. If you guys are interested in one of these scooters for your kiddos, I'll make sure I'll link them down below.
But you have to put your trust into us, and we will help you through, 'cause we only want what's best.
So usually if the kiddos want to go play down in the cul-de-sac, I have to go down there with them because I don't allow them to play in the road alone. And if we haven't been using the ice maker during the day, then I always start it for dinner. And then I'll go ahead and get started on cleaning up the kitchen from the day before I start dinner. I cannot stand to cook dinner in a dirty kitchen. So my 7-month-old Jackson takes 2 naps a day. He takes a morning nap and an evening nap. So I'm going ahead and prepping his evening nap with a bottle. And I'm going to go ahead and refill his formula container. So I like to pour about 3 cans of formula in this container and store it on my countertop. And it's so much easier than dealing with all the cans. So I go and change his diaper, and I usually just go ahead and hand him his bottle because he wants it and he's crying for it. So I just give him his bottle as I change his diaper, and then I lay him down and let him sleep for a little while. And I never let him sleep past 6 o'clock because his bedtime is 8 o'clock. And y'all don't worry, the baby laundry I just kicked out of my way. I will be getting to that here in just a little bit.
What's best for you?
I usually never have time to fold laundry until later in the day, so tonight I'm not going to get to the laundry until this evening. So Jackson's laying down for his 4 to 5 o'clock nap, and I'm going to go ahead and make myself one of these naked pina coladas. I love these drinks, so I'm going to get some ice out of my ice maker and add this to my cup, and I'm going to be sipping on this as I clean up the kitchen and get dinner started. And I'm going to let you guys know that this video is going to be all over the place because that is realistically how my evenings are. I am all over the place every evening. It's not easy for me to stay in the kitchen and clean the whole kitchen and then start cooking while I'm in the kitchen. So I do go back and forth all over the house while I'm cleaning, while I'm cooking. So I'm just going to be carrying the camera around with me to show you guys my realistic evening.
I know that you are having trouble believing right now that everything is gonna be alright. I know that you feel all alone in this world, but you have to put your trust into us, and we will help you through, 'cause we only want what's best, what is best for you.
My table gets wiped down often because this is where we eat all of our meals, all the snacks, and the kids always make huge messes no matter what they are eating. So I'm just wiping it down so we can get it ready for dinner. And in the evenings, I like to do any little thing that is going to help me the next day. So I'm going ahead and refilling my coffee pot for the next day, and I always like to wipe it down because it gets pretty nasty. So just little things like restocking the formula, refilling the coffee maker, restocking diapers in the drawer, anything that I can do for that evening to help me the next day or even for the week ahead, I just try to go ahead and do it. So I'm going ahead and getting one of the kiddos' baths started. I usually start dinner around 4 to 5 o'clock, and so that's the time that I like to start my kids' baths. So Jackson's waking up from his nap, so I'm going to go ahead and get him up and get him entertained in his activity center so that I can finish up with dinner. So this night I was making some pasta with some penne style noodles, and I wanted to have some Texas cheese toast tonight, but my oven is still not working, y'all. So I was unfortunately not able to make our Texas toast. I'm also going to be feeding Jackson his dinner. I typically like to feed him when we eat. So whenever we're eating breakfast, I feed him his baby food. And then when we're eating lunch, he gets his lunch baby food. And then at dinner time, he sits with us at the dinner table in his high chair and he gets his dinner. So Eric, my husband, he works overtime a lot, but this night he was actually at home. So he was helping giving Nolan a bath, and I need to get some more pull-ups. He had one more pull-up in his drawer, but he is doing so good with overnight potty training, y'all. He has been dry the last couple of nights, so I'm so proud of him. So in my pasta, I use garlic powder, onion powder, parsley, a dash of salt, and some Prego traditional sauce. And Adeline doesn't like to eat any of the meat or sauce on her noodles, so I got some of hers out separately and added some salt and butter. And I'm going to turn the spaghetti down on low and let that simmer for a little bit so that the sauce can cook onto the pasta. And I'm going to head into the bathroom and bathe my next kid. And then we're going to eat our dinner, and then I'm going to bathe the baby last.
I know that you feel all alone in this world, but you have to put your trust into us, and we will help you through, 'cause we only want what's best for you, for you, what is best for you.
I would say that the evenings are the most chaotic part of my day, but I would be lying. My mornings are super chaotic as well. I feel like my entire day is just complete chaos, honestly. So here I'm using the Fairy Tales Rosemary Repel Detangling Spray. It is a lice prevention and a detangling spray, and I love to use this on my girls. It's really good for any school-age children, or if your kids go to daycare, or honestly just to use in general. Once the kids are all taken care of and Jackson has eaten his baby food, it is now my time to eat. And as soon as I'm done eating, I will head into the nursery, go ahead and lay out Jackson's clothes and get his room ready. And he's been doing breathing treatments because he had pneumonia. So we were doing breathing treatments every 4 hours. Now we're just doing them just before he goes to bed at night, and he is sounding much better. The pediatrician said he sounds great, and I only have to do the breathing treatments at night just until he is completely better. So I'm going to go ahead and get his clothes on the floor put away. I'm going to get his albuterol ready in his breathing treatment machine and lay his diaper out and his pajamas out. And then once he's out of the bath, we're going to do his treatment and give him a bottle, and he's going to go to bed. Jackson is 7 months old, so he goes to bed just a little bit earlier than the other kids. He likes to lay down between 7 and 8 o'clock, and the other kids' bedtime is 8 o'clock, but a lot of times they don't get in bed until closer to 9 or 8:30 or a little after 8. And then my oldest gets to stay up until 10 on summer nights and on weekends, and then on school nights she goes to bed at 9. So I went ahead and sorted through all of Jackson's clothes, folded those up, and when he gets out of his bath, I'm going to put those away. Meanwhile, my husband Eric is in the kitchen cutting up a watermelon for us to have after dinner while I get started on giving the baby his bath.
That little lion. Say, my name is Jackson, hear me roar.
As for shampoo and lotion for Jackson, I use the CeraVe Baby, which is hypoallergenic, non-scented for sensitive skin since he has eczema. And I really have been loving it. It's been doing a great job for him and he hasn't had any breakouts. I typically try to fold any laundry that is laying around in the evening time because in the mornings I just do not have the time, and usually in the evenings is when it's just go time, trying to get everybody to bed, trying to get the house reset for the next day, and I'll just go ahead and tackle any laundry that I have laying around. I don't always get to all the laundry, but I do try. And that's all we can do as busy moms with multiple littles is just try. And y'all, Jackson loves to come in his room and play with all of his toys. It is the cutest thing ever. So that's really helpful whenever I'm trying to finish up getting his room ready for the night and folding up some laundry. He will just come in here and play with his toys. And a lot of times Bella and Nolan will also come in here and play with him. So I go ahead and cut on his night light, and then I turn off the ceiling light so it will be dark and it'll help him get tired. And we will sit down, we'll do his breathing treatment, and I'll also get my phone and turn on Hey Bear Sensory on YouTube. It is the cutest little show and he loves it. It helps him to sit still and actually do his breathing treatment, and it also helps him to wind down a little bit. So once I give him his bottle in his crib, he goes right to sleep. I don't always, but I try to remember to lay him in his boppy pillow because it does prop him up, and that will prevent your baby from getting an ear infection. It prevents the milk from running down and getting into their ears. So I do recommend propping your baby up in a boppy or holding them while they eat.
Can't believe I live in your thoughts. I think about you all the time, morning, evening, and midnight. Such a wonderful delight.
And y'all, this watermelon was so good. I could not stop eating it. So After I put Jackson to bed, everybody's just kind of winding down. They were on their tablets with Adeline, and I also make Arabella and Nolan go and tidy up their bedroom, and Adeline helps tidy up around the table with vacuuming. So everybody kind of pitches in and does something. So I'm getting started on loading up the dishwasher. I unloaded it before I cooked dinner, so that way after dinner all I have to do is just load it up and start it. Before I go to bed, I always like to have the dishes done, but a lot of times there's still some dishes still left over in my sink that did not fit into the dishwasher, and I will just tackle those in the morning. So I tidy up the kitchen, I tidy up the dining table. Adeline will sometimes wipe the table down and vacuum around the table. Her chore is to help with cleaning up the table after dinner. And then I'll also go and tidy up in the living room and pick up any toys. Arabella and Nolan are required to pick up their toys and take them back to their room. So everybody just pitches in and we all help tidy up the house before we all go to bed. Arabella and Nolan go to bed at 8 o'clock, like I mentioned earlier, so we're going to go ahead and get their teeth brushed, then they're going to potty, and they're going to get one last sip of water before they go and lay down. So Adeline is going to be reading them a story right before they get into bed. So here they are picking out what book they want to hear, and then they're going to lay down and watch a movie to wind down to.
The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind.
It's really helpful that Adeline is old enough to read to them so that I can get started on tidying up the rest of the house. There is so much to do every single night before we go to bed, and if I leave the mess for the next day, then it's just a mess on top of a mess. We start the day already in a mess, and it makes my anxiety go insane. So I always wipe down the kids' toilet seat and their toilet handle and their sink before bed because they are little and they make messes. So I make sure that that's cleaned up for the next day. And next I'm gonna head back into the living room, get that tidied up, and once they're done with their story, I'm gonna let Nolan pick what he wanted to watch. They take turns. Bella's turn and Nolan's turn, Bella's turn and Nolan's turn. So tonight it was Nolan's turn and he wanted to watch Mickey Mouse. So they got into the bed a little after 8 o'clock tonight. And once they're in the bed and they're watching their movie, then I will head into the bathroom and go ahead and get started on my self-care and my shower. I like to use the Garnier makeup remover for my eye makeup, and then I like to use makeup wipes for my face. And I like to do this right before I get into the shower. Once I'm in the shower, I wash my face with Cetaphil, and when I get out, I use the Cetaphil moisturizer. And I wash my hair 2 to 3 times a week. I'm not washing my hair today, so I'm going to go ahead and plop that up on the top of my head. And I never knew that there was so much to learn about a single toothbrush. This is the S2 Smart Electric Toothbrush. It's designed to improve your oral health. It generates 40,000 sonic vibrations per minute to whiten your teeth in just 2 weeks and give you healthier gums in 1 week. So I connect this toothbrush to an app through Bluetooth. The app shows 4 zones and 12 areas in your mouth. The mode, strength, and time can be adjusted in the app when the toothbrush is in smart mode, and you only have to charge it 3 times a year. It's got a 100-day battery life and a USB charge. also comes with a cute little travel case. It has 8 different brush heads to last you 2 years, and it also has 3 types of brush heads for personalized clean. It has a W-shaped bristles for deep cleaning, soft bristles for sensitive teeth, with built-in tongue cleaner. Studies show the benefits of using an electric toothbrush decreases up to 20% of plaque than a manual toothbrush. The built-in timer lets me know how long to brush my teeth to effectively remove plaque. And it has a red light indicator to let me know if I'm pushing down too hard. You get 4 brush heads that are included, 4 deep cleaning brushes, 2 whitening brushes, and 2 sensitive care brushes. The 5 cleaning modes to customize your brushing routine is white, clean, soft, gum care, and smart for a customized clean in the app. This toothbrush has a 2-minute smart timer, and every 30 seconds it does a quick little pause to let me know that I need to change my toothbrushing quadrants. You can connect this toothbrush to the iSpros app to improve brushing in real time. You can set yourself up a personalized cleaning routine using this app. Follow the directions in the app for healthier, whiter teeth. It also comes with a tongue scraper and a lighted mirror. And brushing reports are generated weekly to help you develop an optimal brushing routine. If you want to learn more about the S2 Smart Electric Toothbrush, I'll make sure I link it down below in my description box. Thank you so much, BITVAE, for sponsoring today's video. And lastly, if I have a video going up the next day, then I will proof watch it one more time the night before it goes live just to make sure there aren't any mistakes. So I'm just going to go ahead and proof watch my porch makeover video that's going to be going up the next morning. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. That's pretty much my entire nighttime routine. I'll pop up some more videos here on the screen for y'all in case you want to watch more, and I will see y'all in my next one.